How do we enrich our dogs' lives? Enrichment is about them being mentally stimulated throughout their day. And so we do that through walks, letting them sniff, getting them into different environments. But like for someone like myself who is at work or one of the family who's maybe done the school run and that, how do we enrich our dogs' lives when we've got to put them outside for an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 or 8 hours before we can get back to them?
That's a really, really good question. And often we, like for example, when we first get a puppy, we might be home. Some people take time off and they spend 2 weeks with the puppy. Absolutely fantastic. And then 2 weeks later, they're off to work. And they're off to work for 6 or 8 hours. And then, the dog is obviously quite stressed because they don't know what's happening. What we need to do is we actually need to train them for the situation. One of the things that I would be considering would be to get them used to a contained area. It might be the laundry with the area outside to the backyard or whatever it is, but a contained area, and then just leave them for a little period of time on their own. When they're in that time, that needs to be a really good, fun time. So that's when they would have all their foraging activities, their licking activities, all that type of thing that, food, toys, that type of thing that they can have there. And you're just leaving them for a little while, and then you're coming back and not making a big deal out of it. Now, when we do something like that, we don't want to make the leaving exciting. We just put them in the space that we've designed for them, and then we just leave quietly. We come back quietly. But what is exciting is them actually being there. So when they've kind of finished their foraging and all that type of thing, you arrive a little bit later and they go, "Oh, you're back already. I just wanted to hang out here a little bit longer, any more food." It's very important to actually set up for those long periods of times.
Yeah.
And so then when you are leaving them for long periods of times, they don't have activities for the whole 6 hours that you're away, but they certainly have quite a few activities to keep them going, generally with food, foraging, and so forth. The other thing that's really important is if you can get someone to help out in the middle of the day to come and take them for a little walk, play some games with them, and they don't need to go for a long walk, because if it's just physical exercise, often what happens is we turn them into gym junkies.